Remembering Sidney Sweeney's bathwater soap. What a weird week.
Hi, everybody, it's Weird.
This is like crazy being here.
Weird.
Really weird tales.
Bigfoot eats out of my trash.
Well, I got a great show for you today with some wonderful weird stuff.
Hi, friends. I'm Scott, and this is What a Weird Week. It's a show where we go back through the weird news that happened this week. We count down 10 weird news stories for you. This is a rebroadcast from 1 year ago when we were very excited about Sidney Sweeney's bathwater soap and the strawberry moon of 2025. I hope you enjoyed this rebroadcast. I'll be back at the end of the episode. If you want more details on the stuff we talk about, our show notes live at shownotes.page, and you can reach out to us from there as well. Get all our links. Shownotes.page.
Number 10.
Number 10, we jump in with some good news, an uplifting story to get things rolling. Scientists in Japan have created a plastic that breaks down in seawater in a matter of hours and leaves no residue, according to the article we linked to. So we're all saved. Humans saved. Those of us ingesting microplastics. And turtles, you're saved as well. So thank you, science. I'm stopping there and taking the win on this one. It's an uplifting story. But if you want to read the science of how it works, this new plastic, or if you want to read alarming stats about how much plastic garbage we're generating every day, not as uplifting, but we do have the link in the show notes.
Number 9.
This one might be PG-13. If the younger kids are tuned in, you may want to slap the earmuffs on the kids. Kids' earmuffs. It's nothing too bonkers, nothing you haven't heard before, but maybe the younger kids would ask questions. Why did the person remove their clothing and start dancing? Earmuffs.
Number 9.
Okay, number 9. Missing flight attendant located in airplane washroom dancing naked. This is British Airways. The flight had taken off. It was time for dinner service, and one of the flight attendants was missing on board. So when you go missing at work, of course your colleagues are going to look for you, unless they're the reason you're missing, I guess, but put a pin in that. We'll come to that another time. This flight attendant was missing. The crew started to search the jet, and they found the fellow naked and dancing in one of the business class washrooms. The crew suspected the fellow was under the influence of something, so he was given the rest of the day off, relieved of his duties, also given some pajamas to put on from first class, and placed in an empty seat in first class for the rest of the 10-hour flight. Eventually, the plane lands, the fellow is medically checked out, and then arrested, and an investigation continues. Boy, oh boy, imagine rolling into work and one of your colleagues is dancing naked in the washroom, and it's your job. You got to somehow take care of that situation. Locate some pajamas for them. That can't be easy. Thank you, flight attendants, for what you do. In this case, thank you for locating the pajamas, especially.
Number 8.
This one is a tweet from Brian Romali, who is like a speaker and an expert on AI and things like that, things of the future, and way over my head. But this one I really appreciated. Toronto burger shop called Good Fortune Burger renamed its menu items to sound like office supplies, helping remote workers potentially expense meals through their work accounts. And then it's a photo of the menu. There are things like USB wired mouse. That would show up on your receipt. Well, it's actually French fries. The silicone keyboard cover. Well, that's actually a hamburger. I hope Good Fortune Burger gets some kind of award for that. Congratulations, Good Fortune Burger, on over 1 million views of your menu because of the tweet going viral. Well done.
Number 7.
There's a high-end restaurant in Miami, and then they are selling a $33,000 cocktail, and you heard that right. It's Belvedere 10 vodka, grapefruit, a side of caviar, and some other stuff that goes with it. But the key is that it's served inside a Birkin bag. What did I tell you? It's served inside a Birkin bag, and that's where the $33,000 comes in. So you're basically paying for a bag.
I love that energy, and I love the earnestness of the reporting. That is News 19 Alabama and their coverage of our number 7 story, the $33,000 cocktail that is served in a Birkin bag. In this economy, if you just want to order the booze and hold the Birkin bag, maybe you already have a couple in your closet, Birkin bags, $150 just for the booze. If you want to see what it looks like, we'll put a link in the show notes.
Number 6.
Number 6 is another food and booze related story. Should you be putting jalapenos in your Sauvignon Blanc? A wine expert weighs in. That's the headline from Food and Wine. And they know their food and wine at Food and Wine. It's right in the name of the publication. And they say they're reporting on a TikTok trend of putting sliced jalapenos, frozen sliced jalapenos in your Sauvignon Blanc. According to the booze fluencers online, it's divine to do this.
My favorite cocktail. There's a lot of similarities between Sauvignon Blanc and margaritas. They're both high in acid. Sauvignon Blanc typically has these citrusy notes of like lemon, lime, grapefruit.
That's from the TikTok Confidence Uncorked. They're getting into the magic and wizardry, or perhaps science, of why hot peppers and wine go great together. Back to the experts from Food and Wine. They're a bit more skeptical that it's going to change your wine very much, but they do encourage you to try it. If you enjoy wine, it will change the aroma of your wine, perhaps, and you might enjoy it. That's kind of the story in a nutshell. We'll link to the Food and Wine article where they kind of get into how to prepare the peppers and how to make this the best way. In closing, if this has made you thirsty for wine, you're not alone. My wife just asked me where the corkscrew is. I'm a booze fluencer now.
Number 5.
This next one is an interesting, probably controversial and unusual finding about kissing and anxiety and depression. I think unusual. What am I, a scientist? I don't know. Maybe the scientists were like, yeah, story checks out. First, I want to say, if you are going through mental health issues, if you are suffering anxiety symptoms or depression, there are people you can talk to and there is help. I will put a link in the show notes. The takeaway is that researchers believe depression symptoms and anxiety symptoms can be spread through kissing, more specifically through the bacteria that you share with your one true love when you kiss them. So are we going to end up a society of fist bumps? You may now fist bump the bride. Hey, you may now fist bump the bride. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so proud of that line. Turn. The researchers themselves say, there are limitations to our study and we need to do further study. It is not time to panic if you are one who enjoys kissing.
Number 4.
Number 4, ladies accused of doing saucy dance at UNESCO World Heritage Site receive sentencing. This was in Greece, where I guess it's illegal to do such things, and maybe it's not a saucy dance, it was art. I don't want to weigh in on that debate. What happened was, this centuries-old palace, UNESCO World Heritage Site in Greece, the ladies did some sort of performance or dance. I should say the UNESCO World Heritage Site palace had poles. Pillars, maybe? Poles were involved in the dance. There was a photo shoot and some video also, and the video went viral, and that's how they tracked the ladies down, and they have been sentenced. 2 of the ladies, 6 months suspended sentence, and they had to pay $200 and some court fees. 3 of the ladies acquitted. If you want to see what all the fuss was about, PG-13, but I think safe for work, but PG-13, click shownotes.page.
Number 3.
Number 3 is a study about happy babies. You know what makes a baby happy? Singing to them improves a baby's mood. It doesn't do it, according to the study, it doesn't do anything for the caregiver's mood, but singing to a baby makes a baby happier. Why aren't we having concerts for little babies? Wee little baby concerts. Anyway, put that one in the $1 million idea binder. You can read the whole study if you want to. You could even read it out loud or sing it perhaps to a baby.
The science is so fascinating. Are you listening, little baby?
All of the stuff is at shownotes.page.
Number 2.
Listen to me, Hatcher. You gotta tell them silent breed is people! We gotta stop them somehow!
It's Charlton Heston with a summation of our next story, that AI is people. Sometimes anyway. Sometimes it's people. According to the article we linked to, an AI company filed for bankruptcy after being exposed as 700 engineers. Human beings doing the tasks, not AI. A company that has been around, according to the article, the company's been around for 8 years. Got some big name investors, big companies invested in this. A lot of hope for the AI, and in this case, it was people. Honorable mention. Honorable mention about the full moon on June the 11th, 2025. Full moon for June, the strawberry moon, will be the lowest swinging moon in decades for Northern Hemisphere. Our program goes out over the internet, and I know some of you are tuning in the Southern Hemisphere. You're going to have the highest swinging moon in decades. So your moon is going to be high in the sky. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are going to have a moon that barely gets up past the horizon. Now, if you want to understand the science of it, to me, it's gibberish and magical. But we do link to an article about the low-swinging strawberry moon for 2025. You can click shownotes.page.
Number 1.
Alrighty, our number 1 story. Is it gross? Is it great? Is it a super fantastic marketing idea? I'm not sure. The Sidney Sweeney soap, where they claim every bar of soap, a limited edition soap, has some of her bathwater in it, and it's all designed to be a viral marketing campaign. Here's a bit from the Today Show.
She has her own soap coming out this Friday, actually, and they use some of her bathwater and they put it together in a bar of soap, and now you can buy it. People were obsessed with her part of this commercial, so now they just, turn it into a product. $8 a bar.
Have you ever thought about selling your bathwater, Leanne?
No.
Good question, though, because you're sitting there in the bathtub and you're like, what could I do with this? I mean, I could pull the plug and drain it, but maybe, Anyway, we'll link to the thing. It's probably by the time we hit publish, it will be sold out, perhaps. But the Sidney Sweeney Squatch soap featuring her bathwater, that's the number 1 story. I know, I'm ashamed of myself. That was 2025, the same time last year on the What a Weird Week show. I don't usually do viewer mail, but there was something I mentioned last year about saying you guys. I got a note about how I say you guys too much. One email we got. I won't mention any names. This person, kind, started out with kindness, like, hey, I like your show. You say you guys too much.
You say you guys too much.
So I tried to go you guys free this week. See how it plays. We'll check the overnight numbers. I'll get back to you. So that was last year. I will say that we're almost 98% you guys free since that constructive feedback. We'll catch you next Friday with 10 more weird stories from the news on What a Weird Week. You guys, I said it about 1,000 times every show. You guys. It became a bit of an issue. This I know. Well, the hurt was on me, yeah. I didn't know if I could break free, my lordy, lordy, sweet Lord. Episode 3033, and I'm almost over it. Almost. You guys. That was the last one. I'm good.